What's up, everybody? Mr. OG Games here, and today we're taking yet another step in the direction of a little more tech and some good tech in damage. And also later on in the video, I will ask a question for those who are listening to enter into a giveaway. I'll be giving away 3 in-game gift codes to the person who can answer my question right later on in the video, so stay tuned for that. But today we're gonna take Sagittarius constellation to blue. Now, I know many of you probably have already gotten all your blues. Some of you may have not. Some may just be getting to the point where they're unlocking the Star Palace. Whichever way the game is taking you right now, the big key factor to take away from this piece, for me anyway, is the archer damage. Now, it also brings some more goodies with it, like archer attack, archer HP, not really goodie, I guess. Infantry HP if you are an infantry player, and then archer damage, and that is what really interests me the most in this piece. So I used, as you saw, enough fragments to get this piece because I personally have, and I'll show you here in just a little bit, that my attack, archer attack, my cav HP is at a substantial amount to where I need to focus more on damage. Damage is key in this game, as I've said many times, and damage is what separates you from another player once you get established and get your attack and your HP up to a certain level. Now, what is that certain level? Well, I don't want to spill the beans too much, but discussions in the OG Nation chat have, with many testing, realized and came to the conclusion that once you reach a certain percentage in your attack and a certain percentage in your HP, each percentage after that, well, isn't really a full percent. And I can go over all that in another video. But what I would aim for is at least having your back row attack at least 320 to 330 and your front row HP around the same. I don't have the exact numbers right in front of me, excuse me, but there comes a time when your attack and HP start to diminish in quality even though you've got more quantity, if that makes sense to you. So that's where damage separates you from another. Now, damage also does piggyback off of attack. So I'm not saying don't go out and build your attack up. I'm simply saying that damage should take precedence over attack once you get over that 300 plus percentage area. Now, I will touch on that in a upcoming video in a few weeks or so, because yeah, I think you deserve an explanation after I just said that. Excuse me. Anyway, so with now the Sagittarius at blue, I have gained an additional 3% in my archer attack and my archer damage, which damage, like I said, is where it's at for me. I will show you the rundown here of where my percentages are currently at. No, I am not buffed at all. I don't have any castle skins on. The only thing that I do have is VIP or SVIP activated. That's it. And as you can see, as I scroll down, just the numbers of reflecting what I was just basically speaking of, and then we're going to go down here to damage, which the army damage, that's where it's at total. I'm pushing 18%. Excuse me. And just a quick check. Yep, no buffs. Once again, another quick check. No skin. I know a lot of people sometimes doubt things. So anyway, I don't know why I threw that in there. But anyway, the damage is a major thumbs up for the OG castle. Now, as far as other ones to come, there are a few other constellations. I could actually make a few others jump up, at least one, but I would rather much get the ones that are going to benefit me for an archer cav player. Now I'm looking at the amount of star power I do have. I am over 3,000, and I can take one of my reds to level 2. I decided instead of going and making a couple at level 2, just to keep primarily the 3 I had, and then I even took one and put on Athena. That's more of my defensive piece. And now I think I'm debating whether I should take that level 7 array down to 0 and then pump one of these up to level 2, or for that extra percentages as you saw in the array with the level up, keep it that way. So I'm kind of debating and teetering on that. Before I go any further, the giveaway I mentioned earlier in the video, if you've been following me for a long time, you know that I've been playing for over 5 years. And my question to you is, how many realms have I played in? How many realms has OG played in? And I mean, have a castle, stay there for more than a few months and actually play. That is the giveaway question. Leave it in the comments, let me know. And if there's multiples with the correct answer, I will certainly do a random pick. If not, I'll pick the 3 that guess it right. Now back to the one that I want to pick as far as my artifact going level 2. I'm probably gonna go with the spear, and the only reason I say that is because that has that magic word in it of damage. Damage. Can't say it enough. That's probably the one I'm gonna go with and take that up, because it right now on the level 1 it's times 40, and now it would jump up at times 80 of your troops damage at the time of hit. So of course, as the battle goes on, you will lose troops, and of course that will diminish because of your troop count. Now, as you're looking down the list here, these are the items that right now at the level 7 array, I'm getting a little bit more magic from, a little bit more percentage. And that's what I'm teetering on, whether is that worth that drop to get that additional damage on the spear, or should I leave it where it's at? So I will debate that heavily in my head before I make any decisions, because even when you reset a red, it does have a cooldown time before you can go and put it on something else. So it's going to have to be a decision that I really want to do. Another look at something I'm getting close on would be the Colossus Archer. As you know, I got my cav up at 130. The Archer Colossus, I believe I'm at 96, 97, and I could go up a level, but I want to save it, not so much for the attack here, but for the additional damage. As you can see, I've got it mainly pumped up on damage against calves, and I want to bring up the infantry one as well. And then of course mage would be last, because you know, in this game you take out the front line, the back line's exposed and you have no problem. So always focus on your front line first. If you can get the enemy's front line out of the way, the battle's yours. So my goal is to bring up the infantry increase damage against infantry here first before I proceed on to the increased against mage, because right now my damage against mage is pretty high anyway at over 100%. But there you have it. Steps have been made and we're getting closer to the end goal. And as always, if you guys liked the video, smash the thumbs up button, and if you haven't already, don't forget to subscribe. And until next time, y'all keep gaming, and I'll see you in the next one.